Hello everyone. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm MrRishi, and today we are doing a video that's I can't say been a long time in the making, but I've been putting off for a little while just because I've been sick, and also I didn't really know what to do for it, but I got a burst of energy to make this video, and we're just gonna be rattling off the old noggin and seeing what teams we make today. But yeah, this is my 1,000 sub special, even though we're at like almost 1.2k subs, which I can't thank you guys for enough. Also, Pokemon content gonna be coming back soon. I just have been doing a lot of stuff with Temtem with the Tem CS announcement, and the invitational that happened last week. So yeah, but yeah, let's get right into things. So there are 3 archetypes that we're going to be building for today, maybe 4. This is probably going to be a bit longer of a video, but the first archetype they're going to be building for today is going to be aggro. Okay, so aggressive teams, they are usually very high speed, high damage teams in order to outtrade their opponent by essentially killing them before they move. And by killing them before they move, your opponent essentially gets less actions off, right? So let's say turn 1, each turn you get 2 actions, right? 1 on each Tem. And if one of your Tems dies before it moves, it won't get that action off. Meaning that you're going to be outputting less damage usually, or less heals or less buffs, right? So for aggressive Tems, we got to start out with the only Tolkien, okay? Also, let me go over real quick what I'm going to be doing in this. I'm going to be going over through my thought process of like building the core, building the team. Also, like I'll show you how to do a spread or 2. But this is really just walking you through my team building, like my brain when I'm team building. There might be cuts in this video, or this might just be one recorded session. Hopefully it's not too long, but we'll see. But yeah, so the reason why I'm starting off with Tolkien here is good bulk, amazing abilities in Pyromaniac and Heater, along with just like really good moves in Windburst, 3 priority in Tornado, which aggro obviously loves. Fiery Soul is an amazing move, allows your aggro Tems that are usually very frail to maybe live a turn or 2. And then we have Fire Tornado to do big damage, okay? We can go 2 ways with the trait here. One way could be Pyromaniac if we want to go for a more typical aggressive team. Well, we can go Heater if we want to have like resistant Gaialis or Chamomile on a Tem and like Pan Sunscreen on another Tem. The reason why you usually don't go Heater on aggressive teams or an aggro is because it decreases your overall damage on your ally that first turn that you come out on Tolkien, which can be very detrimental to aggro teams, while Pyromaniac allows you to burn one of the enemies either way, with like a really hard-hitting Fiery Soul, especially since Fiery Soul with Pyromaniac does actually more damage than Windburst, especially if like a fire chip on there too. So I think we'll go for a more typical Pyromaniac build. We'll go Fire Chip also. Well, we can either go Fire Chip or Marbles. Marbles will go for now just because I think that is the better item on Tolkien usually. Because it's an offensive threat, it's going to be forcing things to swap against it a lot, giving you that Marbles value. I forgot to loop the song, but you know, here we go. Let's get this Burbank City remix. Now next, so Tolkien's weak to water, electric. We don't have enough Tems yet to really be using the type chart yet. Ooh, let me do something real quick. Sorry about this. How do we want to do this? There we go. So then we can see the type chart a little on the right side when I open it up. Yeah, okay, awesome. I guess we don't get to see neutral, toxic, or water, but okay, that should be good. Sorry about that. So next one, what are some other common aggro terms? Ruler I think is really good right now. Maybe not on an aggro team anymore, as Tardy Rush did get nerfed and Ruler in general got nerfed. Ukama is an amazing tem right now, as has access to Water Blade, meaning that it always has 3 prio, Aquatic Whirlwind, very strong 3 prio move. Water Cannon's insane also, right? Especially with that Toxic Synergy, if you're able to get it. Hydrologist is obviously the go-to trait, as it increases the damage we're going to be doing with those water techniques by 15%. And then the gear, let's go Chamomile for now. There are a lot of different gears that you can go on Ukama, but we'll go Chamomile for now. We're definitely going to need something for Electric. The first thing that comes to my mind is... well, there are a lot of electric gems. Gaialis is very good right now. As even though it got nerfed, it did not lose Heli Kick, which is, in my opinion, the way that it needs to be nerfed. Heli Kick, Hook Kick, Crystal Bite, Sharp Sabs. This is just like the guy. If you're using Gaialis, you're using these 4 moves. That may change if you're using it on Stall. Stall will probably go with like Block or something like, or Toughen, or maybe even Crystallize. On this team, we're probably gonna want to go Mirroring. Yeah, I like mirroring. And then gear, we're gonna go bait, just so that we don't get burned by Fiery Souls, we don't get toxic kicks from toxic inks, stuff like that. Also, for this last move on Ukama, we're gonna go Turbo Choreography. It's a very strong move on Ukama. It really helps in the aggro mirror, because you don't necessarily have to worry about your, like, if you get a free turn to set up with Ukama and like a Tolkien on the board, then this can lead you to guarantee outspeed the enemies, right? Even if you get like Ukama Gaialis on the board, it could be really, really nice for you. So, we have just like our good stuff core, I guess, right now. We could get one more Tem in here though. We have like we have a little bit of an electric weakness. I would argue that the Gaialis helps with the electric weakness a decent amount though. Ukama Tolkien help with the earth weakness of Gaialis. What don't we do good into right now? We don't do that good into Stall. We need something to deal with Stall. Pyromanic Tolkien, definitely good, but it's probably going to get banned out. Something that can help with Stall is an Acronox. It also synergizes with Ukama. We'll go Cobwebs, just so that we can trap things in. The reason why it synergizes well with Ukama is because Water Cannon, like I mentioned earlier, the synergy applies 2 toxic ticks to the enemy, or the enemy target. While Acronox, you can use Venom Spread on that the enemy with toxic ticks, and pretty much let off a 3 prio 150 damage toxic move, right? For only 23 stamina. And that's turn 1. The reason why you can do this is like, or as long as your Ukama's 2 priority, so because Water Cannon's 2 priority, outspeeds the 3 priority from the Acronox, then you're able to, then this is fine. Gear will save. Cobweb, also the reason why I'm going Cobwebs over Book Lungs, just because it can be really nice to trap things in with aggro. Although, Book Lungs might actually be a little bit better, just because it gives us a water resistant, or resist, and we don't necessarily need to trap people with, like when we're using aggressive teams, because the more they swap out, the less actions they have, right? Or their action is still swapping out, but they're not outputting damage or like buffs or healing during that time period, right? So I think we could actually go Book Lungs on this team. Okay, we're definitely going Sting. We are definitely going, oh, I guess if we aren't using Book Lungs, we don't necessarily need Sting. So we'll keep that on the back burner. We're definitely going Toxin Shower though. And we're definitely going Soil Steam. Okay. Gear, we can do a couple things here. We can go Slingshot. I don't think Slingshot, if we go Slingshot though, we have to go Sting and then we go Cobwebs most likely, okay? I think a better idea would be something like either Morale Boosting Whip, Double Screen. Yeah, those 2 seem actually pretty good. I think what we'll do, I've been really liking the look of Double Screen Acronox, just because it takes damage, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't take nearly as much damage as you'd think, just because of these bulky stats here. So let's go double screen for now. And then in our last slot, we'll end up going, depending on what we want to do here, we could go like Rotten Goo, or we could go Sting, right? I don't think Sting's the way to go though. I think if we go Rotten Goo, we're definitely gonna need at least 2 electrics here. Which, maybe, I think I might have found where I want this team to go. I think I want this to be like an aggro Sparks team, to be honest. I think I like the idea behind that. Yeah. So, if we're gonna do that, then I haven't seen many aggro Sparks team outside of the beginning, so I actually don't know how good they are. I haven't seen it tested very much. But we could make like an aggro Sparks Turbo. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I'm addicted to Turbo, dude. Seems like a lot of setup, but could be potent. So yeah, this is what we'll do. It could have a bad matchup into enemy aggro teams just because of how much setup there may be, but I think it's definitely possible to utilize. So I guess this is going to be more of a mid-range team with aggro elements of it, which also means we're going to actually want Heater Tolkien for sure if we're going to be going the way of aggro Spark, or like Sparks Turbo. Okay. The reason why I brought up Turbo is because I think Gazuma definitely has a place on this team. We don't have any Crystal Weeks yet. It also gives us another wind swap in for the Acronox. So we definitely go Sparks, definitely go Tesla Prison, we definitely go Tornado, and then we'll finish this off with a Turbo Choreography. There we go. Trait, we're probably gonna go Receptive unless we decide to put a digital on this team. And then gear, we can just go Refreshing Diabolo. Just so that it has a little more threatening presence. Or I guess they won't know Refreshing Diabolo is there, but if it gets ignored, it's able to heal up its ally that's Turboing or Sparksing. So, I guess the next most probable target. So, okay, let's look at our resistances real quick. Now, you guys can't see it right now, but let's do that. Okay, wait, let me do this. Let me do this. Can you guys see it any better? Not really. How do I want to do this? I'll just move it over on my OBS. Alright, so our type chart looks really good right now. Okay. Sparks helps us a bit into stall, so that if they ban our Gazuma though, that could be a bit iffy. What can we manage having a weakness to? We can manage having a weakness to like Crystal, Earth, so we can put our second electric like I talked about on here. Right now I'm thinking either, let me think about this. We could put something like Inky. We could put something like Golzy. Those are the two that really stand out to me right off the bat. Especially since we are fine on our fire weakness. Yeah. Let's look up the electrics real quick. Electric. So we have like Amphitheater. Amphitheater, I don't know. I'm not sold on Amphitheater being a good temp though. Nesla does exist. I don't think Nesla's that good though, I'll be honest. It's like, well, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on it. Volgon is definitely a good temp. That could work. I'm going between, I think, Volgon, Inky, and Golzy right now. Golzy does give us another melee and gives us a melee resist now, which is helpful for the Acronox. I think we can get the melee resist though in the form of a mental or melee. I'm guessing we're gonna have to go melee per se. Let me think about this. I'm thinking that I guess this is the one part of the video that it's a bit rough to do, but my thought process, I'll just keep thinking through my thought process. It's just that these thought processes take a little time to formulate sometimes. We're gonna go with Inky just because its speed tier is very good, I think. That 80 base speed allows it to reach... Wait, is that the right speed tier? Oh yeah, okay, it doesn't outspeed Golzy. But we have plenty of things for Golzy, I think, on this team. Although, do we? We have Acronox and Gaiaos, but this Acronox isn't Slingshot. So, because of that. But I really want Rangu on this too. Ooh. Yeah, Golzy looks a bit rough, but we have two more slots on our team that we can deal with Golzy. Or put in things that deal with Golzy. Okay. So what we'll do is that we'll definitely be going Spec Master. We'll be going Thunderstrike, DC Beam for 3 prio, Bright Beam, and then last but not least, Quartz Dirt for that special crystal move. Honestly, like, I really have liked Slingshot Inky when I've used it. It procs off of things like DC Beams and Bright Beam, and Inky at +1 speed is actually insane in my opinion. So I think that's really good. We'll also put Rotting Goo here. Okay. And yeah, so far it looks pretty good. Let's look at our team resistances again. Melee looks a bit rough right now just because we have nothing for it, and then Toxic, Water, and Wind you guys can't see right now, but those are pretty solid. Earth we could probably use something since we have a 2x and a 4x, while only 1 resist. Electrics we're looking really good on. Fires we're looking really good on. So let's think of things that resist melee, right? I don't think we're gonna be able to do a mental at all, just for the sheer fact that we don't really have any, or we don't have any room for like crystal weaknesses or electric weakness. I guess we have room for electric weakness, but not really the crystal weaks. So, and the reason why I say electric weaks is because we have a lot of resist to electrics, right? So having like 3 electric weaks but 3 resist, as long as you play pick and ban correctly, you shouldn't get into positions where you just instantly lose to electrics. But you do have to be careful of it, right? So I'm actually thinking something like Monko could work right now. We can go like Fast Charge Gazuma instead of Receptive. And then we can go something like Shaolin. Oh, we definitely go Shaolin. We definitely go like Sweatband on this, I'm thinking. Or we can go Sweatband. Ooh, we can go Sweatband Tolkien, actually. I like that. We'll go Sweatband Tolkien, because Tolkien with Sweatband can tear through things. Like, tear through whole teams sometimes. Just because a lot of people rely on Sweatband running out of stamina at some point. And so putting that Sweatband on it can make it a complete menace. And then we'll put Marbles Monko. Monko doesn't have the best stamina for how expensive its techniques are, but I think it will be good enough as long as you're careful with what you Soul Shout. Right. So we go Harmful Microwave Soul Shout for sure, and then I think we can finish that off. Ooh, I guess we go Plasma. We either go Dimac Plasma or Reset Plasma, I think. Huh. I don't necessarily. No, I think our matchup into Stall is pretty good so far, or as of now. Yeah, I think it's fine right now. Is it? Because if they ban Kazuma, what do we do then? Maybe we put Sparks on Inky just for the situation where, like, because Sparks on Inky just makes it so that Stall has to kill the Inky fast before it sparks up too many things, or sparks is up too many things, right? So we'll take off Slingshot. We'll put on something like, huh? Put on pan sunscreen for enemy Talkins and our own Talkin even. And then over DC beam, I guess we could put sparks. DC beam's really nice though, so I don't think you ever want to take that off. I guess we take off bright beam. We'll put sparks here. Then we can go, so we go harmful microwaves. I guess, okay, wait. Do we need sparks though if we're gonna go reset a Monko, right? Like if we go plasma beam, then reset. I think that might be enough to make our stall, because we still have like Acronox, Ukama, we still have Tolkien. Yeah, I don't think I think if we're gonna do that, we can go bright beam on here, and then we have a sparks user, a reset user, Acronox, Ukama, Tolkien for stall. Yeah, I like that. And then we can go back to slingshot. All right, now let's look at our team resistances. Okay, yeah, electric's looking fine for the most part. Let's look at our team coverage actually. We have a lot of things for crystals, a lot of things for earth, a lot of things for electric. That's good. We only have one thing for melee, which could be a bit of a problem. And then plenty for everything else. We don't have any mentals for neutrals, so we might want a mental here. A mental would make us weak to crystal though, unless we go with Auhi, but I really dislike Auhi right now. Hey, let's look at the mentals. But we have a lot of ways to kill crystals though on our team, right? So, and this is one of the essence of aggro actually, is being able to outtrade, is obviously being able to outtrade by killing things before they move, right? Or that's part of it. But another part of it is like, as long as your coverage chart is looking really good, you can kind of, your coverage chart looking really good takes away some of the pressure from your defensive chart not looking as good, right? So we just want something that's not, I don't know, a mental that's probably not weak to electric. That would be very nice. Funnily enough, I'm thinking Kinu on this team, because Kinu does get Psywave. It can also be a turbo user, although we don't have many turbo targets if Kinu uses it. It's only Gazuma and Tolkien, and getting a turbo on Gazuma isn't the best. So we'll just go like Protector for sure. We'll go Beta Burst, Psywave. Oh, this actually makes us rough into fires though, doesn't it? Because we only have 2 things into fire, but our resistant, yeah, we have 3 fire weeks. Sure, we have 3 resists, but something like Tolkien looks very, very rough for our team. Like if they ban Gazuma, maybe it doesn't actually. What fires actually give us a threat? Maybe Scarevil? Scarevil I can see be threatening if they ban Acronox. But even then, something like Gaialis Ukama can outtrade it. Huh, what other fires? Volcrane? What about Volcrane? They ban Ukama, we still get Acronox Monko. Yeah, that's fine. Or we even get Acronox Tolkien. Tolkien also deals with fires. It can kill like pretty much every fire except Scarevil and Tolkien. Well, because of how much damage it just usually does to fires, while also walling them out of one of their stabs, and sometimes even both of their stabs. So we'll go Kinu here. The gear, what do we have open? Marbles. We could go Mom's Lunch. I don't think we want Mom's Lunch though on this team. Also, I guess we don't want Camille and Kama if we're using Turbo Choreography. So we'll go Drill Ukama, just for evasion strats, like Bamboozle spam and stuff. We definitely go Hypnosis. I guess it comes down to whether or not you want Resin Trap or not. I think on this team though, since we're doing Sparks, we definitely are gonna want Resin Trap. Yeah. Alright, this video is already 25 minutes long. So okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do with this video then. We're gonna do a spread for Kinu. Or no, well, I don't know what we're gonna do spread yet. For yet, but one of these Thames. On Kinu though, we will go. We have double screens on Acronox. We could go morale boosting whip, but I don't really like that. I actually like reactive vial if we're gonna go frail Kinu, because you're gonna most likely go frail Kinu on this team, or like a Kinu with a gun, as we call it, so a decent amount of special attack investment. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah. And we'll do a spread for one of these, okay? So, how are we gonna do this? Let me open link in new tab. Okay, let's do it for Ukama, okay? I'll walk you through how I am making. Okay, so how I'm making a spread for Ukama, okay? So first of all, okay, I want a stamina spread. I want to be able to do water cannon, aquatic whirlwind, water cannon, water blade, maybe. Water cannon, aquatic whirlwind, water cannon, water blade. That might be a little too much. Water cannon, aquatic whirlwind. Okay, so that leaves us with 8 stamina left, right? Which means that we need to have 9 more stamina in order to get a water blade off. But we're gonna go to 81 first, because 81 is the stamina breakpoint change. So let's go water can, aquatic whirlwind. Oh, and that's perfect actually. So we can do water can, aquatic whirlwind, water blade without overexerting with 20 stamina investment, okay? Because we have 17 stamina left after doing water can, aquatic whirlwind. And those can be done in any order. And then water blade is 17 stamina. Okay. So what do we want this to kill? We should technically calc Ukama with Acronox to make sure that double-ins kill things. But, well, actually, before we ask what do we want to kill, we want to ask ourselves, what do we outspeed? Off the top of my head, I know that Size Munch is 304 max speed, I believe. Yep. Okay. So we're going to want to reach at least 305. That means, though, that our Acronox is going to be 1.5 times slower than that. So it's going to be like 202 speed, right? So we'll go 306 or 307 actually, so that our Acronox can go, sorry, not 202 speed. It'll be like 204 speed, yeah. So we'll go 206, or we'll go 306. That's like 300 invest, I'm guessing. 375. No, that's not it. 375. Oh yeah. We'll go 306 so that our Acronox can go 305 at 3 priority, which means that it'll outspeed Size Munch 2 priority. Alright, so we need 380 TVs for that. Which is it's a pretty good speed here for Ukama. Next, we're gonna be asking ourselves, what do we want to live, right? I think Windburst into Tornado is probably a pretty good calc. I guess we don't care about Windburst from Tornado from Tolkien per se, just because we're guaranteed gonna live that. Or we're gonna live it because we're gonna kill it turn 2 while outspeeding it. Let me think. A Major Slash at -2 from like a Tataru could be nice. If they have like res badge. Although I think, well, no, I've definitely seen Tatterus with Major Slash. And the reason why we're just doing it, ooh, -2, that's gonna hurt. Okay, can we actually even live that? Yeah, we can. Alright, so we're just gonna decrease, we're going like 300. Okay, yeah. That's how much HP you would need then to live that. Does this live T? I don't think this lives T-Strike from Inky, right? Thunderstrike from Specmaster Inky? I doubt it. Just because how strong Specmaster is. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that never lives. What about Ball Gun T-Strike? Yeah, this Volgan's Tree Strike pretty easily, actually. And this still leaves us with 308 special attack. Yeah, this still leaves us with 308 special attack, which is a really nice amount of special attack still, especially with the high base power moves that you're going to be launching off. You could decrease the special attack, or the HP, to go, like... To go all the way... Does this live it normally? No, it does not. It's like 150. If you want more special attack, you could go like 132. And then put the rest here. Right? Because now you live Volgun T-Strike, which is really nice. You could make it live with Marbles chip, if in case the Volgun's running Marbles. So, like 200. Just make it so that you live with 5% HP if they don't. Right? And then 396. Okay, we have 3 SPDF left over. Put 1 into defense. SPDF. Three TVs left over. Put 1 into SPDF and then 2 in defense. That means our calc for Volgun's actually changed now. So we can decrease HP a little bit. Alright. And then we'll put this into special attack. Let me take this out. There we go. Okay, so we have 3. I actually really like this thread. We live Volgun T-Strike with Marbles chip. Guaranteed. Yeah, I actually really like this. Obviously, you don't want to... Well, okay, so here's the thing about the Volgun calc. Is that you don't necessarily want to be staying in on Volgun, but there are scenarios where you want to kill Volgun's ally. Let's say it is a Tolkien, or you want to hit it. So you're going to need to... And you know that ally may swap out, right? Because you threaten it. So you're going to need to be able to live a T-Strike from Volgun in some scenarios, and this also just gives you a decent amount of bulk. Ukama's stats aren't the bulkiest, but having a little bit of bulk on it does allow it to outtrade and get 2 to 3 moves off in a game. So this stamina might not even be needed, but like when it is used, it's going to be really useful, and it's not that much investment, right? So yeah, I think so. We would just put our we would just put our spread here into the temp team. And yeah, I think that is going to be all for this video. What I'm going to do, if you guys really enjoy this video, if this helped you guys at all, let me know down in the comments below, right? I know this is a longer video, so I don't expect everyone to stay through it, but let me know. Leave a like, sub. It really helps me out. Comment, say like, hey, I want you to do this archetype next. Show me how to build this archetype. And I'll be like, okay, sure. And we'll go from there. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for coming to this video. Hope everyone has an amazing day, week in life. Again, make sure to sub, like, and comment. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.